about J&J, but she's going to tell you a little bit more instead of just the sort of professional development presentation, more about J&J and the different opportunities that are available with them from an internship perspective. So we're just going to shift. One thing I do want to note for this next session, so we're going to have about, let me see, should have counted first, about 6 mini presentations from the partners. And so what's going to happen, they're going to come up, they're going to tell you about the opportunities, and after the session, you'll have the opportunity to interact and engage with them, ask questions, talk about your resume. So I just want to let you guys know there won't be a Q&A as part of this portion, but when you go downstairs, and you'll have the ability to network with them, okay? Everybody's good? Everybody still awake? All right.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So apologize, you guys are stuck listening to me for another 10 minutes. So bear with me. Okay, so Johnson & Johnson. I know within my presentation I can't help but infuse a lot of J&J into it, but I will do my best to give you some additional information to what I've already shared. So first and foremost, we have 3 sectors. So I know I had mentioned this. We have consumer, which a lot of you are familiar with. You want to kind of shout out, what are some consumer brands that you know of? Neutrogena, Band-Aid, Baby, Aveeno, OGX. Does anyone know OGX? Yes, I love OGX, right? So I think everyone's kind of familiar with consumer. Pharmaceuticals. So J&J has a number of big products within our pharmaceutical pipeline. Everything for infectious disease to oncology to psoriasis, diabetes, vision care. So does anyone wear ActiveView contacts? Any contact wearers? Yes, that is J&J. And last but not least, medical devices. So medical devices, we have, and actually vision care is technically part of medical devices. We also have knees and hips, like I said, DePuy Synthes. There's also Ethicon. So I want to say something like 90% of the sutures that are used worldwide are J&J sutures. So a lot of things that you probably wouldn't know about our J&J products. And it's interesting because consumer is actually the smallest of the 3 sectors, and yet they're the one that I think we're most known by. But they're actually $13.6 billion, whereas pharmaceuticals makes up 36.3, and medical devices is at 26.6. So J&J all in for sales is at $76.5 billion. So we're a pretty big company. A couple of things to point out about J&J that we're pretty proud of is we are AAA rated. Does anyone know what the other AAA rated company is? There's only 2. No? Good. No. 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 All big companies, but not AAA rated, it's Microsoft. Johnson & Johnson and Microsoft. So now you've learned something else for the day, 2 AAA rated companies. In addition, a couple things that we're proud of, we have over 24 brands that gross more than $1 billion. So we don't rely on just one product to make up our financials. We're pretty diversified. And the other thing is that 25% of our portfolio of our sales is from products that launched in the last 5 years. That's pretty cool, if you ask me. A whole quarter of our sales are from products that didn't exist 5 years ago. So it just shows J&J's commitment to innovation. And then we are a global company, but just so you have an idea, especially from an internship perspective, we do have internships fully domestically, so you can see some of the locations. A lot is in New Jersey and Pennsylvania, but we do have some sites in Ohio, Indiana, Minnesota, California, Texas, and Massachusetts. And then a lot of you, has anyone heard of the J&J Credo? Couple. So the J&J Credo, it's essentially our value statement, and it's made up of 4 components. The first is our customers, so our patients, the doctors, the mothers, the fathers, so our full customer base. The second is our employees, and I'm pretty proud of this because it speaks volumes that we put our employees in our value statement and our focus. And then communities is third, and if we get these first three things right, our shareholders will have a fair return. So our focus is not on how do we increase our profits. Our focus is on customer, employee, community, and then shareholder. And some perks that we have at J&J, and a lot of our interns get to take advantage of some of these perks. We have a lot of flexibility. So for example, I work from home every Friday. We have some people that are job shares or part-time employees. A job share is when you have two people who share the same job. One works Monday through Wednesday, the other works Wednesday through Friday, but they technically have one job, which is pretty cool because you always have someone covering that role. So it's something I don't know that a lot of companies have that I'm pretty proud of. We have, for full-time employees, we have health insurance, 401k. We are one of few companies that still has a pension. And employee resource groups, we have, you can see for women, Latinos, African American, veterans, and Asian, we have employee resource groups for all those areas. And then we have company stores, we have gyms. J&J is actually on a mission to become the healthiest workforce by 2020. So we have a bunch of initiatives going on within the company to help get our workforce healthier and giving us healthier food options, a lot of benefits, including the gym access. And then we have medical facilities on site. So if I ever have a cold, I don't go to the doctor. I just go right downstairs, which is pretty cool. And then some stuff that's not named that I'm pretty proud of. I actually have both team members that I have did it this year. It's vacation that's not really part of your vacation. So it's time off that you get to use to do community service in addition to your vacation. So if you have something you're really passionate about doing, I have one individual that went to build houses, for the homeless. And I have another one who went to the Galapagos Islands to help do some conservation work for a full week. And that was paid work, which is pretty cool. So a lot of awesome benefits. And then we have a pretty awesome reputation as well. So one thing we're most proud of is that this year we were named #1 amongst Diversity Inc. for top 50 companies for diversity. We've been in the most admired companies list for some number of years now. And we're also top 10 for working mothers. So J&J has a lot to be proud of. And that's all I wanted to share about the company for those who may not have already been familiar. And I know I shared a lot about internships and kind of shared our program along the way. But like I said, we have 100 finance internship programs, and we do bring in 5 SEO interns every single year. So if you are interested, we're starting our recruiting season now. So definitely stop by downstairs, come see me, come talk to me. I'm happy to share information with you. And if you're interested in a role outside of finance, let me know that too, because I can help connect you to the right people in other functions as well. Okay? Thanks, guys.